In the dark, quiet corners of early 19th century America, nestled in the small town of Adams, Tennessee, there began a series of supernatural events so terrifying, so real, that it shook an entire family, and eventually an entire country. This is the true story of the Bell Witch haunting, a tale that has haunted the American South for over 2 centuries. This isn't just folklore. It was investigated by witnesses, documented in court records, and even involved a future president. Sit tight, turn off the lights, and prepare yourself for the chilling tale of the Bell Witch. The Bell family, duration 5 minutes. In 1804, John Bell Sr. moved with his wife Lucy and their children to the Red River area in Robertson County, Tennessee. The Bells were a respected, wealthy family. John bought farmland and began a successful plantation. They lived peacefully for over a decade, until 1817, when strange things began to happen. It started with small disturbances, knocking sound on walls, creaking floorboards, and faint whispering voices late at night. At first, they thought it was animals. But soon, it became clear. Something else was inside their home. The spirit reveals itself, duration 8 minutes. The disturbances grew stronger. Blankets were ripped from beds, pillows tossed across the room, and doors opened on their own. The youngest daughter, Betsy Bell, was targeted most viciously. She would wake up screaming, her hair tangled, red handprints on her cheeks. Then the entity began to speak. At first, a soft whisper, "I am the spirit of a person once living." But as the weeks passed, the voice grew louder, clearer. It sang hymns, quoted scripture, even mocked the family. Neighbors began visiting the Bell home, only to witness the same terrifying events. One man asked the spirit who it was. The answer? "I am Kate, the witch of the Bell family." Thus, the entity became known as the Bell Witch. The torment intensifies, duration 10 minutes. Kate, the Bell Witch, focused her anger on 2 family members, John Bell Sr. and young Betsy. John became gravely ill. He suffered violent seizures and mysterious paralysis. No doctor could diagnose it. The witch would taunt him, whispering, "John Bell, I will kill you." At the same time, Betsy's life turned into a nightmare. She was engaged to a young man named Joshua Gardner, but every time they met, the witch screamed, threw objects, and even slapped Betsy across the face. Eventually, Betsy broke off the engagement. No one could escape the witch's wrath. She mimicked voices perfectly, predicted the future, and traveled impossibly fast. She even appeared to neighbors miles away, describing conversations she couldn't possibly have heard. Part 4, the president visits, duration 6 minutes. Word of the haunting spread far and wide. In 1819, Andrew Jackson, a general and future president of the United States, came to visit the Bell farm with his men. As they approached the house, the wagon stopped suddenly. The horses refused to move. A voice echoed from nowhere. "Go no further, General Jackson." One of his men claimed to be a witch hunter. Immediately, he began convulsing, screaming, and was thrown to the ground by an invisible force. Jackson reportedly said, "By the Eternal, I'd rather fight the British again than spend another night with the Bell Witch." Part 5, the death of John Bell, duration 5 minutes. By 1820, John Bell's health worsened. One morning, he was found unconscious. A strange black vial was discovered next to his bed. The witch declared proudly, "I gave him that poison." John Bell died that day, at his funeral. Mourners reported hearing laughter echoing from the trees. The witch claimed victory. "John Bell is dead. Ha ha ha." Part 6, the witch vanishes, but not forever, duration 5 minutes. After John Bell's death, the witch quieted. In 1821, she said she would leave, but promised to return in 7 years. True to her word, the entity returned in 1828. She visited John Bell Jr., the son, for 3 weeks, discussing philosophy, the Civil War, and the afterlife, before disappearing again. But many believe she never truly left. Part 7, ongoing sightings in the Bell Witch Cave, duration 10 minutes. The Bell Witch legend lives on. Her spirit is said to haunt the Bell Witch Cave, near the original Bell property. Visitors report hearing whispers, being pushed by unseen hands, and even seeing ghostly figures. In the 20th century, several investigations, both scientific and spiritual, were conducted. One group recorded EVP's electronic voice phenomena, capturing chilling whispers like "Get out" and "Don't wake her." Even today, ghost hunters and thrill seekers visit the site, hoping to encounter Kate, the Bell Witch. Some do, and some leave screaming. Conclusion: the most documented haunting in American history. Duration: 6 to 7 minutes. What makes the Bell Witch so terrifying is that it wasn't just a story, it was witnessed by hundreds, documented in books, newspapers, and journals of the time. Even a U.S. president was a believer. Was it truly a witch, a demonic entity, or something far beyond our understanding? Whatever it was, the Bell Witch remains one of the most horrifying, unexplained paranormal events in history. And tonight, if you feel a chill, if you hear a knock, or a whisper in the dark, maybe Kate has come to visit you.